Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, lucky to get first in this airport event, first competitions, and with that I got about 11,130 coins. I managed to exchange all the blue maps available, and I managed to get one of the mega box. And of course, managed to get also a epic train along the way. So I'm going to show you in this video. As I updated in the progress in the previous video, I managed to create about 2,000 event planes coins, but it was closed up by very strangely the third in position who overtook Coolman. So you can see Kick there has already overtook Coolman, and he has climbed to the second place, and he's closing the gap to about 1,000. So I took a lot of effort to basically try to pry open that gap again, and I managed to do so. So eventually I'll show you that later on. Alright, so along the way I've been wondering whether what should I be doing. As I mentioned, it's really being a lot of hard work and also a lot of planning required. You really got to work out all your items that you need to deliver, to collect them first, then get your factories working before you send your trains out for the delivery of the stewardess request. With that item, then you can fulfill the captain's request, and you basically claims those contracts complete, and the plane coins would then be able to use to widen the gap between you and your competitor. So for me right now, it's no longer the Coolman, but rather Kick. So Kick apparently initially was close up to 1,000 plane coins difference, but now I've tried to apply open to 1,009 already. I'm not satisfied with that. I'm going to apply it open even further to create that bigger gap, that always be comfortable to have at least 2,000 plane coins gap. So I'm just going to work further. So wondering whether you should be changing your plane coins for blue maps or the mega box. My advice is really to exchange for the blue maps first, exhaust the 15 numbers of blue maps that's available for exchange. I do really wish that they have more, but apparently they kept it at 15. As for the other color maps, you can forget about them at this current juncture. They're totally not required, unlike probably in your region you may require them, I don't know, but so far I've not required any of the other color maps besides the blue maps. So I'm going to focus just on all the blue maps, and then I'm going to try my luck on the mega box, which I'm going to show you one of it later on. So for now I'm really focusing to have all the items ready. Sometimes you'll be wondering whether should you be start doing apparently, for example, the propeller, because sometimes you may just have a lot of the event, basically the factory items, raw materials that you do not know whether should you be fixing up the propeller or even the engine parts, which although it's not required at the current juncture. I will say this, I mean, no harm in doing so, unless it impedes your progress in creating the other contracts items. You got to bear this in mind. End of the day, whichever got that amount of plane coins will be placed first, even though both have the same number of plane coins. So there's always a first come first serve basis. But for me, I know there will be another probably three good days to go before the end of this airplane event. I really wanted to basically claim all the rewards in that rewards charge all the way. I think there's one more which they claim it to be an epic container in the final rewards. I'm really hoping we should get a legendary from there. So what's going to happen is that I think you need something like 15,000 plane coins in order to claim all the rewards along that progress reward chart. So my advice would be, if you could afford it, do up those engines and propeller first, because they took up a lot of time to manufacture, and at the same time with that definitely they will be used, because it's unlike any other events whereby there will be a mixture of items that you need to deliver to the final customer, right? So, but this is totally different. This is airplane event. They focus 100% on airplane items because that's what you exchange for the raw materials from the stewardess, and then the contract is really stated up front, which is you can see here from the captain. So all these are airplane items, and it's always repetitive. Eventually you require that engine anyways, so no harm doing it first. You can see here I'm hitting on this container right now, which is 4 stars. I mean, wow, this is a fantastic day for me to have this EMD F3 Elba Super Shift. So this is a diesel epic, although it's only 12 powers, can go all the way to the potential of 45. So I'm quite happy with this great train we obtained from that 4-star container. Of course, you're wondering why not get a legendary. For me, I'm more happy to get an epic versus a legendary because I do not have sufficient legendary. Oh, sorry, my pardon me. So I do not have sufficient epic. I rather have more epic because I was lucky in the initial in Canada because I got lots of those legendary from the 1-star containers. So if you are wondering how do I get so many legendary, I'm just purely lucky to be getting all this from a 1-star container, and that's about it. And of course, there are plenty of those from the event trains. You know, every single event I'm eyeing for 2 legendary trains. That's why I'm saying definitely at the end of the day there will be more legendary than epic. So getting an epic is happier for me compared to a legendary. And I can see here apply open that gap now about 2,400 plain coins away. I think that secures a win. It's always comfortable to have at least 2,000 plain coins away from your closest competitor, because that was secure a long way ago to all the way to you get to the end of the competition. So currently to the end about 4 hours I calculated. I mean, how much can you do in an hour? So there's no way the second competitor could supersede my first position. So it's really worrisome in the first place. When Coolman overtook my first position, and then now Kick comes aggressively overtook Coolman, but his aggression, I mean, probably at a different time zone, that cools off after some time. So I'm really happy. We managed to get so-called the first again in this airport event. As you know, getting first in the first competition is normally quite easier, I will say, because in any events there'll be 100% completion that will deter you once you hit 100%. But this is totally different in airport event because there isn't something like event map per se. So you do not have harder jobs or smaller EPs. There's no such thing as EPs. If you realize by now, there is only one currency, the single currency for the whole event, which is airplane coins. Be it used for rewards, be it used for your ranking, there's only one currency. So given that fact, this first competition would be then harder than the second. Why so? Because in the second event, if you really wanted to win that second event, and you're not bothered about the progress chart in the rewards, then you actually can store up all the airplane items while waiting for the second competition to start. Once it started, you can just continuously claim all your items. So that's how you should be doing it. Then probably you have a very good head start of probably a couple of hundreds or even thousands of plain coin head start. So if that's what you want to do, by all means do so. Now just keep on working on the airplane raw materials, create all the airplane items, and then store them up. Alright, so finally that's the end of the airplane first competition. We will have a few rewards here, the maps, and we managed to get that first. We claimed that 2,000 plain coins, and then I think it is something really of a vast difference compared to first, second, and third, the number of plain coins. So it's really good if you can secure that first. You can claim more rewards from this I would say quite short event. Based on the progression, it seems like we're gonna wait for probably another 23 hours or so before the start of the next competition. It will be a 2-day competition. So for the next remaining 20 odd hours, do not rest on the laurels, but rather wait to the competition start, then you start working. I think that's a bad idea. So what you should be doing really is really to work on all the items that's requested right now, and then get all the raw materials, manufacture all the propellers, all the engines parts and whatnot, store it in your warehouse, in your factory, and once it's started, you just got to let it go, and you'll be climbing all the way and securing the first position and towards the end. So this is something you got to work on. This is how the parts are, or the airport event items I'm talking about. Store all of them, and then do not claim them until the start of the event. Then you will be really very rich in plain coins. So for me, I'm still carrying to claim as per now, but after a while I'll stop doing that. I just want to claim one more set of the rewards from the rewards progress chart. Then I'll be saving up to, all the items already. Alright, so first up, I did mention about this blue maps. I'm going to claim every single bit of it. There's 14 left and 13 now. So in total there are 15. I'll spend all my plain coins. I have more than sufficient, I think, to clear the whole lot there. All the 15 are mine. So with that, I'm not going to touch on the 2 other color maps. Alright, so I bought every single piece, the limited edition of 15 pieces. As I do analyze, the chances is that you get better if you get from Mega Box. So very lucky we got this rare. As long you're getting not the epic, you are making a profit. So legendary, rare or commons, you are making a profit. If you hit epic from a Mega Box, you're actually making a loss, because it's better off to buy direct from that epic. So I'm just going to bear this in mind. Again, the odds are in your favor because you're 75% vis-a-vis 25% that you get epic. So definitely I'm not going for this container. The sole reason, one is I couldn't find my missing legendary train from here. So if you're wondering whether you want to change this container, unless you are really in need for legendary and epic trains, which you basically, for example, just started a new region, then probably you wish to. But as I said, you can get those trains, really good trains, from a 1-star container. Why do you don't want to waste 8,000 plain coins for just one train? I think it's totally not worth it. You can get all the blue maps, you can all the great train parts. Why would you want that? So if you have 8,000, you add another 1,000 from savings, you could have 3 mega boxes and you get lots of train parts. It's totally not worth just getting one single train with 8,000 plain coins, unless you have really too many of this plain coins and nothing to do, and you don't wish to upgrade any of the trains. I think that's a different strategy altogether, which I definitely not advise, and I don't understand how. So really do work on the blue maps, then open up all the mega boxes before you hit on all the epic train parts, and I think that's the end of the event then. So for now, really you got to work on all the airplane requests from the actuators, and then get the parts, which is the factory of the event, the airport one, and then fulfill all the captain's requests. Claim them only when you basically start of the next competition. So I just want to emphasize again, do not fill up the contracts now. Save up all the event items, the propellers were not in the warehouse. Okay, emphasize again, do not claim that contract, okay, until the start of the next competition. Alright, so thank you for watching again. I'll update you probably in the next video. Alright, so take care and enjoy. Good luck. Goodbye.